All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and investigate the circular pattern tool by creating this little break disk. So we're going to use the revolve tool, and we are also going to go ahead and use the circular pattern tool and create a point in the hole tool and have all kinds of crazy fun doing this. So let's go ahead and get started. Start up a new IPT. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this thing and I'm going to put it on this plane. Okay. The reason I'm going to do that is because I want the front view to be the front of it. So that means that the plane that I'm going to make needs to be that way. So that is why I'm selecting the right side to be the right side to start on. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a plane for us to actually work off of. So I'm going to make a construction line, locking in with the origin and just dragging that out a little ways. So that way I have some geometry to play with. From the dimensions that I've got, the thing is an inch wide. So just dragging out that construction line to be an inch wide will work just fine for us. Now what I want to do is I just want to go through and I want to just eyeball the shape. So that shape that's right there, you can use those dimensions if you'd like, but I'm going to eyeball it and then I'm going to add my dimensions to it in a moment. So I'm going to click here and just go and then go a little bit more and then go here and then come back down. Crud. Well, I'm seeing that all of these are construction lines. So I'm going to go ahead and click them and turn them off of construction lines because construction lines can't be used for features. Click, click, click. Now, I've got that done. I want to go ahead and dimension this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start from my reference point, which is this is going to be the axis of rotation here. Click upwards, and that should be 0.375. And now I want to go ahead and do from here to here. And I want to say that's going to be 1. Now I want to go for the high point from here to there. And that is going to be 2.5. All right, cool. So now I got the height dimension. Now I want to go ahead and dimension this width, which that's going to be 0.5. And then from here to there should be 1. All right. Now, just because I'm obsessive about these things, I'm going to put a vertical constraint from here to there. Not going to want me to? Okay, whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks right. So now what I want to do is I want to finish that sketch, hit extrude, not extrude. Well, you can use extrude to see if it's closed. Since it's extruded, it's closed. We want to revolve this thing because we want to break disk. That's the profile that it automatically selected. It has to be a closed shape for it to revolve it. Now it's asking me what axis. This is this working line, that construction line that I asked you to make. So that's where you would revolve that. And we want it to be a 360-degree circle. You can do less than that if you want less of it, but I don't. So that's the basis for it. Now what we need to do is create a sketch on that surface in order to drop a point for us to actually create our hole. So I'm just going to put this somewhere here-ish, make sure that it's not going to lock into some constraint or some geometry that I'm not really seeing yet. And I'm going to click the dimension tool. And the dimension that I have is from here to that inner one, and saying that is 1.6. Cool. I'm going to finish that sketch because that point's in the right spot. Now I want to use my hole tool and I want to create a through hole that is just cylindrical, that is a 1/2 inch diameter. Okay. So if yours did not pop up with those things automatically, go ahead and, change them to whatever you have to and make sure that it's a through hole that's a 1/2 inch. Click OK. Now, we've got a good start so far. Now we get to use our circular pattern tool. The circular pattern is great because anything that you do to your original one, it will repeat through your pattern. So I'm going to click that circular pattern tool. It already has it highlighted blue, so it's asking for what features you want to make in your pattern. I want to make that hole as my feature. Now it's asking for our rotation axis. Sometimes you have to put an actual axis, a work axis in. Other times you can select circular geometry. Okay. I'm just going to select this inner hole for the circular geometry. And it's saying, hey, you want to rotate in this direction or did you want to go the opposite direction? In this case, it doesn't matter. In other cases, it might. So now you see how there is 6 holes? Well, you need to put more than that. You can like 8 holes, there's 12 holes. I'm going to leave a whopping 10. Click OK. Now, that is the basic brake disc with the circular pattern. The nice thing about circular pattern tool is if I go and I edit this, edit feature, let's say I want it to be, instead of a diameter of 0.5, I want it to be 0.75. Now, all of them are like that. Okay. Whatever you do to your original hole, it's going to do to all of them. Okay. So the pattern will repeat. So hopefully this helped you out. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, take care.